Hi guys, welcome back to the channel here at Totally Magic. And I'm going to ask you a question before we start. Have you ever heard of the Mysterious 8? No, it's not about gangsters, it's about playing cards. They're called the Mysterious 8. Let me show you. It uses, surprisingly, 8 cards. Guess where it gets its name from? But if we have a look, we got 4 red cards and 4 black cards. Now if we separate these into 2 packets, we'll take the red cards and we'll also take the black cards. We'll turn these over face down. Now some people believe that it's called the Mysterious 8 because we're using more than 8 cards, but trust me, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3 and there's 4. 4 cards in each packet making 8. The simple question is, where are the red cards? Here? Actually, they're the black cards. The red are over here. Let me show you. The 4 black. 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards. Over here, the 4 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. I'm going to make this easy for you. What if we use a marker? If we take one of the red cards and one of the black cards as markers, now this is where the mystery comes in. You see, if we take the red and the black packets and swap them over, mysteriously, they still match. Some people say, well, what about if you use cards rather than packets? What if we took an individual red card and put it on the black and a black card and put it on the red? Are you following this? I prefer to do the packet switch. Switch the red and the black and the black and the red. Doesn't matter what we do, the red still remains with the red marker and the black with the black. And if you're curious and wondering whatever happened to that red card you put there, well, that is also black and this is red, and that is why we have the Mysterious 8. But let's go one stage further than that. Let's take the cards and what if we mix them? In other words, let's alternate these red black like this. If we now look at the cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yet if we do absolutely nothing with these, just a little click, and there you can see the cards separate into red and black, and that is the Mysterious 8 card trick. So here's the tutorial for this card trick. Now it does involve a little bit of card handling, but as many of you will know that watch this channel, my skills in card sleights is not particularly great, and I admit that. But over the years, I've got away with it when presenting to lay people. If I do it to magicians, magicians tend to spot my sleights, as you guys may have done through that performance. But I try my best. So here's what you need for this particular trick. You need 8 cards, 4 of them red, 4 of them black. You're also going to need to understand 2 sleights, the Hamman Count and the Biddle Count. Now I will put 2 links below this video of tutorials that I've done for those 2 moves, but just acquaint yourself with those. Watch what I do, and you might want to adapt this to suit your own skill set. You may know a different sleight of hand move that achieves the same outcome. But this is the method that I use. You start with the cards like this, the reds and the blacks. What I'm going to do is to do the Hamman Count. Now the Hamman Count is where you switch a packet. It goes like this. You pull off cards like this, and then when you apparently count the next card, you do a switch. You put the top packet back into this hand. But what I want to do is, when I'm doing that, is that I want to cover the face of the red card as I do the switch. So what we do, or what I do, is that I hold a break. Let me just exaggerate it so this camera can pick it up. I've got a break on that bottom black card. I then do the Hamman count. I count 1, 2, 3. Now when I take this, I'm going to take all the cards, but this is going to happen as this comes under. I'm going to drop that black card on there as I count this off. Now it looks like I've counted 4 red. What I've actually got is the black cards under the red and the reds under the black. Now, if that looked a little confusing, feel free to rewind the video and watch it back, maybe slow the video down to see it, how it worked. As I said, the full tutorial of the Hammond I'll put a link to below this video. So that's the situation we're at the moment. I then put the cards on the table. Now they believe they're all red, these are all black. I turn them over and I talk about some people disbelieve that we've got only 8 cards, and I'm going to reverse their order by counting the cards like this. I then ask them to remember where the red packet is. Now they're going to say here because it plainly is, but what you do is you turn the whole packet over to show that it's black and this one is red. Now this is where the strength of the trick comes in, is because you now show them the 4 black. Now you can do this any way you like. I like to do a Jordan count on here and a Biddle count on here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 black cards. Actually, we got the red in there as well. But they've now seen 4 black cards there. I then take this. Now I could do exactly the same here if you want. If you want to do the Jordan count here, you can do. And you're in the correct position as to what you want the cards to be in. Namely, the odd card in the 3rd position. The reason I did the Biddle type count, which is like this, so that's the position we're at. I did a Biddle count just so that you could see that you can do different moves. So I do a switch on that and then put this back on top like this. We kind of diverse between Biddle and Hammond, mainly because this is known as a Biddle grip, the way you hold them. So they're very similar moves. All right, that's the position we're in. Because I've done this count differently to the Jordan, the card is in the wrong position. It's not in the 3rd position down. So you'll notice on the performance, I took this card and used it to flip the packet over. This one, I just flipped straight over because it's in the right order. This now allows us to turn over the top cards to say, here's the markers, the red and the black. Now we can then switch the packets, and when we turn these over, they match. We then take the next 2 cards, which as you can see are reversed, and we talk about putting the red on the black and the black on the red. And then finally we switch these over and it's red and black, and then just as a kicker finish, they really are all matching. Go through the routine, have a play around with it. As I said, if you've got better handling skills than me, I'm sure there's some other sleight of hand moves, Elmsley, double lifts or something you can do, but you can base it around this effect. The last part is probably for me, because of my sleight of hand skills being, well, to say the least, pretty rubbish, it doesn't always look convincing, but I'm sure you'll do a better job. You alternate the cards, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. All you're going to do is to count the cards using the Biddle grip, but watch what happens. Let me do it side on. As I count the black, there's 1. The red, I'm going to get a little finger break. 2, you see I've got a finger break here, because when I slide the next black card, I'm going to take this red card and put it to the bottom. Okay, so we do this one, then I do the next red one and hold a break, then slide the black. Each time I'm putting the red back to the bottom. Okay, and then I count this one, slide it to the bottom as I slide this off, and then finally this has to appear as one card as you put that on top. If you get it right, it actually just looks like you're showing the alternating red black throughout. As I said, it's not my strong point, but hopefully you'll improve on it. And what is good about this, you dealt the cards alternating red and black, you then proceeded to show them red and black, and without doing any fancy moves through the hand or shuffling or anything, you just spread the cards and it looks as though they've separated themselves into the red and black. And that is the mysterious 8 card trick. And I know there's many variations out there on the market that do a similar thing of separating reds and blacks, but this is one that I kind of put together using different handlings from other tricks. So it's not an original, it has kind of bits and pieces from other packet effects. And that's what I like about magic, is creating a trick to suit your own style based on other little tricks that you've probably got in your collection. That's it from me. Till next time, have fun.